I said I've definitely been jealous before, but like,
has anybody acted out some kind of way towards you because of some jealousy?
Okay, now let's talk.
I'm just saying.
So you're gonna help her out a little bit, huh?
Wait, I don't know.
I mean, if you don't ring that bell.
Because I got one or two things in my mind that I think you're talking about, but I ain't 100% sure. But I mean, you know, it depends on what it is. Like, if it's small stuff like that you're doing, like, you know, I ain't gonna feel no type of way about that. But if I feel like you're doing too much too soon, then for me, you know, this is my problem. That's an issue for me because, like, I feel like you're doing all that way too fast. And, like, you know, sometime in my mind, I'm thinking, well, you know, when we got together, it wasn't like that. You didn't do all of this that fast and all that. So it's like, what's really going on? But, you know, like, for the most part, that's not the case. But it's definitely been times where it's been that. So
what's too fast?
Like one time. For me. It might not be it might not be fast to somebody else. Like, he met this girl, right? Whatever. Like, I mean, I didn't really care for the situation and how they met, because one thing about it, I don't respect women that's trying to be sneaky. Like, and that's most women. Like, you know, they don't want to actually hear you say, oh well, yeah, I let my partner do whatever. Not let, but my partner does whatever and I'm okay with it. They not okay with that. So, like, you know, some women, they come in, they be on some sneak stuff. First of all, that's the first way to cross me. Because if you trying to you acting like you're trying to go behind my back and do something, or you doing it
when I'm already allowing,
then I'm not okay with that. But anyway, so this one girl, this girl he went to school with. She wanted to borrow his laptop, so she came to the house and she got the laptop. She really liked him. That's the reason that she wrote him and all of that. So, you know, that night they hooked up or whatever. They had plans on going out of town together. She really was trying to go out of town with him the next day.
Oh wow!
Like, you don't even know him and you don't know her, and it's like, for me, even entertaining the thought of it, that's too quick for me. Like, that's just a little bit too much. But like I said, that's me. Like, you can't really put a timeline on it. But in my mind,
that right there was kind of fast.
That's extra. So, you know.
You wanted him to say bye, Felicia.
I mean, I ain't gonna say I wanted you to say bye, Felicia, but it's like, what are you doing? Like,
now, in my defense, like, I was already going out of town. Like, this wasn't like I met this girl and I was so.
We were already going out of town, but it's the fact that,
like, come on, let's go. We gotta go vacation right quick or some shit.
We were going out of town, and in her mind, he and I and his daughter were going out of town. She had them made up in her mind when she found out about it. Like, she had to completely X me out the trip. Like, oh yeah, well, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. My daughter gonna be in.
She knew I had a wife. You know,
and that's cool and everything.
You know what I'm
but this
saying?
is my thing. Even though she said all of this, even though he didn't flat out shut it down, he let her entertain the thought, and that was an issue for me, because right then and there she like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna ride in the front, I'm gonna ride in the back seat with your daughter, we gonna do this and we gonna do that. Like, she hadn't completely planned it out. He never stepped in and said, nah, you tripping, like, my wife going with me, like, this is what this is, like. And then it just so happened that her cycle came on, so she was like, well, I guess I'm out of the trip. Like, never registered in her mind that it
you
was
had
me.
anything
Exactly. Yeah. It was an issue because he let her entertain that thought, like, and you don't do that. Like, because if you would have went and we would have all went, then whatever. But, like, you really just 86 me out of it completely, because you know, she's one of those women that think, I can give you. Well, yeah, I never said you did.
That's why she said she was gonna sit in the back with my daughter while me and my wife was in the front.
That's not. You know. No. Then they planned the weekend. They were supposed to go out of town together the following weekend. It didn't happen like that, but you know, whatever. That's too fast to me. Now, you know, I will say this. If I was on the other end of the spectrum, like if it was me that was her, maybe I wouldn't have thought it was too fast. So, I don't know. I guess
you got
like
a bias or something.
I mean, I'm saying it be like that sometimes. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to
hypocrite
just,
sometimes.
like, you
you
know,
like
I
that.
guess, but
Yeah.
I don't want to just flat out say, like, because when you're a single woman, you can do whatever you want to do in reality. Like,
That's
it's
true.
no timeline when you're a single woman. Like,
Right.
So, I mean, maybe if I was her, I wouldn't have thought it was too soon. I don't know. So,
No, I got a homeboy. I got a partner of mine.
wait.
Him and his female friend, they have been dating now. I think he said for like 3 years, and they just been involving other women. But now they kind of want to go towards like settling down with one. And they had found this one where they was getting kind of close to her, but then she was on like that sneaky stuff, like he had said this one time. They were all out of town, and normally they would all have sex together, but then he had went into the bathrooms while they were asleep, but she got up and then went and had sex with him in the bathroom, and then she like came back to her like, yeah, I just had sex with, you know what I'm saying, and she was like, okay. But it was like certain things happening to where that they saying that she was trying to mess up home base. You know what I'm saying? And he told her like, listen, you would do better by just going along with it rather than you trying to take me from her.
Right.
So have you ever had, or have y'all ever had that situation towards a woman trying to take him?
Well, I wouldn't say we technically had that situation of a woman really trying to take him, because I mean, I'm the type of person that like to be upfront, like, and I tell these women beforehand, like, if it's on your mind, like, you might as well just not deal with us now, because it's not gonna happen. Like, you know, you will be gone first.
Right.
Like, you can't actually come mess up a solid foundation. It's just not gonna happen. Like, and I mean, how can you trick me out my spot when I'm knowingly inviting you to this? Like, but you know, women do tend to think like that. Now, I have had some women who, we had this one girl, like, I ain't gonna say you ain't get along with her, but you know, she was more of, I feel like she was trying to take me. Like,
Really?
yeah, like,
Well, you know, that happens often, though, to be honest.
yeah, and so,
Women
you know,
always trying to take my wife from me, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
like,
Yeah, they'd be like, but I just want her, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they want to bring her to that world, you know, but, I mean, that's on her, you see?
yeah, like, no, I hadn't had nobody that was just happy.
What, try to take me?
Trying to take you. Yeah.
Can't nobody take me from you, though.
That's funny.
Let's go. Let me,
You know, but you know, even though, so we talk, but this is what I'm gonna say though, you know, like we would like, for us girlfriends and shit like that, like trying to do this shit, like we actually had probably like 3, 2.5.
Right.
Yeah, like 2.5 decent situations that just didn't pan out, and you know, the rest of them like were just almost like some casual hookup shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, I didn't put the numbers together or whatever. Like, there's more people that just want to have fun.
Right,
in
they
this
just want to
lifestyle,
experiment.
like,
And you know, that's
you know?
cool if that's what you want to do. Like,
yeah, I look at it like